Hey everybody, it's Craig with Smartphone Envy. Got an interesting little face-off for us today. I don't know if I'd really call it a face-off. I've got the Galaxy S II up against the Galaxy S2. On the left is my Galaxy S II, which I've had since May. It is the Euro version. Runs very nicely on AT&T's HSPA plus 4G network. Thank you very much. And on the right, thanks to Samsung, they sent me the AT&T version of their Galaxy S II. As far as differences, there's a little difference in weight. The Euro version weighs it at 116 grams versus 121.9 grams of the AT&T version. Other than that, they both offer the same 4.3-inch Super AMOLED plus capacitive display with a resolution of 480 by 800. They both offer upper left-hand corner 2-megapixel front-facing camera. A little difference below the displays. Euro version, you've got 3 keys. You've got a back key, a main menu key, which are touch sensitive, and you have your physical home key in the middle. On the AT&T version, you're going to get 4 touch sensitive keys, main menu key, home key, back key, and search key. Both offer on the back 8-megapixel cameras with autofocus, LED flash, video capture. It's 1080p on both. I'm going to have a sample attached at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around for that. As far as makeup, again, they both have the power and locks key on the right hand side. On the bottom, they both have microphones, micro USB port. On the left hand side, they both have volume rockers. And up on top, they both have the 3.5mm headphone jacks along with another microphone. All right, let me get back to the home screen on both again. Kind of lined up for you. As far as data speeds, both of them offer HSPA download speeds of 21 megabytes apiece. Upload speeds are also the same, I think 5.6. Both of them offer Wi-Fi 802.11 A, B, G, and N. Batteries on both, 1650 milliamp hour batteries. The Euro version is rated at 8 hours and 40 minutes of talk time. The AT&T version at 8 hours, so a little difference there. Both offer DLNA, HDMI out via micro USB connector, Wi-Fi, hotspot, Bluetooth. Both offer version 3.0 with a high-speed data transfer, and both run on Android 2.3.4 Gingerbread, and both have Samsung's TouchWiz UI overlay. You can see on the left on my Euro version, since it's my personal handset, I actually use ADW Launcher, which is what you're looking at there, which I like quite a bit. So we're going to kick it off from there. We're going to run through some tests for both, do our unofficial speed test, a little browser action, spool some stuff up on YouTube, Netflix, and then run through the Quadrant Standard Benchmark Test, Smart Bench Test, as well as Limpact Pro. And then again at the very end, I'll have a video sampling from both. All right, first up, I thought we'd run the Quadrant Standard Benchmark Test, then Smart Bench, and then Limpact Pro on these two. And again, the Euro version is on the left, and AT&T version obviously is on the right. And we'll kick these off, and we're off. I'm going to let it run it all the way through. You'll notice on the database writes that the Euro version is much slower. I'm guessing, I don't know for a fact, but I'm guessing it's because of all the crap I've put on the phone since the last 5 months that I've owned it. I've got both displays set to default brightness. And you see the frame rates down the lower left-hand corner. Alright, and the AT&T version is done, and we're at 3287. And the Euro version is just about finished. Came back at 33, well, it's tough to read, 3388 I believe. So in this particular test, the Euro version came out on top. Next up, we're going to run Smart Bench, and we're off. And again, I'm going to let them run all the way through. All right, we're getting our results. And what do we have here? Again, they're both running off AT&T HSPA Plus, and there we go. We've got the Euro version came out a little bit ahead again at 4149 on the CPU versus 3940, but on the GPU the AT&T version is 2308 versus 2242, so a little split decision there. Alright, and last but not least, LinkPad Pro, and we're off, and our winner is the Euro version at Euro version, easy for me to say, 56.264 megaflops, a time of 1.49 seconds versus 54.721 on the AT&T at 1.53 seconds. All right, next up we're going to take a look at speedtest.net on both. I just finished running a test and I had a problem getting Los Angeles on the AT&T version. Eventually I did, so I ran one on it, and you can see the difference on the first one. Let's try it again and see what happens, but the Galaxy S II Euro version was much quicker, and it looks like it's going to be much quicker again. Okay, 6.22 megabits per second versus less than 1. And it's got showing one more bar. Download speeds. Actually, the download speed on the AT&T version was a little bit better than the upload. Let's try it one more time. And again, it looks like the Euro version is consistently quicker than the AT&T version, using their HSPA Plus network. Again, 6.62. We get over 1 yet. We still haven't gotten over 1 megabit per second. And then upload speed. All right, so on our speedtest.net, the Euro version was quite a bit quicker than the AT&T version. All right, let's try spooling up a YouTube video. It's pretty close to even. Neither are us on each HQ, as you can see.
Hello, Simon, and welcome to the Yogscast. You alright there? Good. You picked the last map, which was called Infernal. What's it? Okay, so this is one I picked.
All right, that looked to be the Galaxy S II. One thing that's available on AT&T's version is Hulu Plus, which is not available from the Android market on the Euro version, which kind of sucks because I enjoy Hulu Plus. All right, let's run our unofficial speed test. Let's go into the task manager on both, and let's kill all of the background tasks. Let's go into RAM and clear the memory on both. Go back to our home screens. Go to the main menus. Start from the top. And why don't we start out with calendar on both. And that seemed to be the AT&T version as far as I could tell. Why don't we go to clock on both. That was definitely the AT&T version again. Let's try contacts on both. That was the AT&T version. And again, remember my phone's had it since May, and it's been my personal handset, so it's been through the wars. Let's try Gmail on both. That seemed to be the AT&T again. Let's try, what do we want to do? Let's try Maps on both. I couldn't tell. That looked very, very close. Let's see, what else do I have on here? Do I have any third party I can launch on both? Netflix. Let's launch Netflix on both. And again, they're both running off AT&T's HSPA Plus network. You can see I'm only picking up 3G there. It goes 4G on the Euro version. Nobody looks to be in a hurry to open this up. I've got more bars on the Euro version than I do AT&T, but it looks like AT&T is going to pop up first. And let's spool up Zenith on both and see who can pull that up quicker. And again, they're both taking their time getting there, and it looks like it's the Euro version. So overall, it looks as if the AT&T Galaxy S II opened applications quicker than the Euro version, but when it came to pulling up a video, it looks as if the Euro version was quite a bit quicker. All right, let's try doing a little navigating on both. Navigate to Starbucks. Should come up with a list. Both searching for GPS.
Make a U-turn 400 feet, then turn right onto Bayport Way. Turn left onto Rockfield Street, then turn right onto Lindero Canyon Road.
Alright, so obviously this was not a problem for either one, and they both came up with it at about exactly the same time. Alright, last but not least, let's do our browser comparison. We'll load up smartphoneenvy.com on both, and again, they're both running off AT&T's HSPA plus 4G network. Also, after this hang around, I'll have video samplings from each 1080p from both the Euro version as well as the AT&T version for you to take a look at. Alright, let's head over to smartphoneenvy.com. Hopefully they'll both go to either the mobile site or both go to the full site. I have flash enabled and I have cleared the cache and history on both. And we're off. It looks like the Euro version is going to the full site. It looks like they're both going to the full site. Hallelujah. And the Euro version seems to be out in front. And again, it had much higher scores on the download test from speedtest.net. Not quite sure why the AT&T version's tests were so low. And it looks like the Euro version is going to take this down. Again, I have flash enabled. Still waiting on AT&T to show us something. We've got flash ads popped up. Euro version is done. And you can see just how smooth it is. No issues at all. Double tap to zoom in. Pinch to zoom. Again, it doesn't rewrap the text. We'll wait for the AT&T version. Alright, we're back, and the AT&T version has finally fully loaded up the page. Again, it's quite smooth. We can, there we go, let's double tap to zoom in. It doesn't have auto-fit on there. I guess it doesn't format or default to that. Let's get that in there, auto-fit pages. Back. Let's see if it works now. There we go, auto-fit the page. And let's pinch to zoom, double tap. Same as mine, it doesn't rewrap. And I thought I was the one that was losing it. So there you go. Doesn't offer rewrap, although when you pinch to zoom, I'm guessing under settings, let's take a quick look. You can go in default zoom is set to medium, so you can set it to either close or far, so you can have it larger or smaller after you zoom in. But yep, you can't wrap and have it fit the display with a larger size. Both work the same way anyway, and I've got both of the browsers on default brightness. So let's look at our little browser comparison. Again, hang in there, I'll have the video sampling coming up next.